Good morning, children. Today also we will continue with Geography Chapter 2, which is Natural Resources, Land and Soil. And in the present video, we are specifically going to study about soil as a natural resource. So, children, all the landforms that we see around us are a part of the Earth's surface and are called the Earth's crust. It is the outermost hard layer of the Earth. The top layer on the Earth's surface in which the plants grow is called the soil. Let us learn more about it. Soil is an important natural resource which plays a very vital role in sustaining life on Earth. It is the topmost layer of the Earth's crust and is a mixture of the biotic and abiotic components of the Earth. It is made up of powdered rocks and dead and decayed remains of living things called the humus. The humus gets mixed up with the top layer of the soil, making it fertile in the process. Let us now understand about the formation of soil, which is basically a continuous and a gradual process that spans many centuries. So, the factors like climatic changes, rains, winds, etc., break up rocks into smaller pieces which further get powdered. This process of breaking of rocks into smaller pieces due to natural factors is called weathering or rock disintegration. During the day, the rocks heat up due to the rise in the temperature, and as the temperature falls down, in the night they cool down. This creates cracks in them. When the rainwater enters these cracks, the cracks become weaker. Huge rocks thus break into smaller pieces. Some of these get carried away with the river water. They get pushed against each other and become even smaller. This process continues till these tiny rock particles mix with the decayed organic matter, that is, dead plants and animals, to form soil. Let us now focus upon the soil profile, which is a vertical cross section of layers of soil found in a given area. So, the soil is made up of distinct horizontal layers called horizons. They range from rich organic upper layer, which includes humus and topsoil, to underlying rocky layer, which includes the subsoil and bed rocks. We will now understand about each of these layers or horizons of soil profile one by one. The first one is the O horizon, which is the topmost organic layer of soil, which is dark in color. It is mostly made up of humus or the decomposed organic matter, which makes the soil fertile. The second one is the A horizon, also called the topsoil. It is made up of humus mixed with mineral particles. It contains the nutrients which is necessary for the seeds to germinate and the plant roots to grow. It also consists of fine silt, clay and sand. The third layer or the B horizon is also called the subsoil. It contains clay and mineral deposits like iron, aluminium oxides and calcium carbonate that it receives from the layers above it when mineralized water drips from the soil above. This layer is hard and compact, and roots of bigger plants extends till this layer. The next one is the C horizon. It consists of slightly broken up bedrock or the weathered parent rock with cracks and crevices. Plants usually do not penetrate into this layer. as very little organic material is found in this layer. The last one is the unweathered bedrock layer or the R horizon, which is the last of all the other layers and is very hard. So long as the formation of soil is concerned, it depends upon five major factors. The first factor is the nature of the parent rock, which influences the color and texture of the soil. Also, it is responsible for determining the chemical properties, the mineral content, and permeability of soil. The second such factor influencing the formation of soil is the relief of the area, whereby the altitude and slope of the land determine the accumulation of soil. The third factor are the climatic conditions like temperature and rainfall, which influence the rate of weathering and erosion. The fourth factor is the vegetation, which includes the flora, fauna, and microorganisms found in the soil. It basically determines the quantity of humus and the presence of microorganisms in the soil. The last factor is the time, which determines the thickness of the soil profile. Children, it usually takes thousands of years in order to form 2.5 centimeter of soil, and that is why soil formation is a continuous and a gradual process. Children, the quality of soil may either be fertile or unfertile. Fertile soil promotes the agricultural activities and is rich in nutrients as it is renewed every year due to the annual floods. It is generally found in river valleys. Contrary to this, the unfertile soil is usually unproductive and requires the process of irrigation. So long as the fertile soil is concerned, it is generally found in the river valleys of Nile in Egypt, river Yangtze Kiang and river Huanghe in China, river Mississippi in USA, and the Indus Ganga Brahmaputra in India, which are some of the leading agricultural regions of the world. In accordance with the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, there are 6 types of soils found in India. The first is the alluvial soil, which is the most fertile soil which is found in India and is deposited in the river valleys and floodplains. The second type of soil is the black soil, which is locally called Regger and is formed basically due to the solidification of the volcanic lava. The third type of soil is the red soil, which is formed due to weathering of igneous and metamorphic rock. It is high in iron content and usually needs fertilizers and irrigation to grow crops. The fourth type of soil found in India is the laterite soil, which is formed under conditions of high temperature and heavy rainfall with alternate wet and dry periods. Such climatic conditions promote leaching of soil, which is a process whereby heavy rains wash away the fertile part of the soil. This kind of soil is usually poor in its quality. Next is the desert soil, which, as the name itself suggests, is found mostly in the arid and semi-arid regions of the country. And the last type of soil found in India is the mountain soil, which is generally found on the hilly slopes covered with forests. It is formed mainly due to the deposition of organic matter provided by the forest and is generally rich in humus. Thank you, children. Now we will continue tomorrow.